Check out Joe, he's a Reddit bro, likes to edit posts, and he starts to gloat when he gets the most of votes or likes. Yeah, he's really hyped, really psyched, cause the crowd is really tight and the work is really light. His training plan is the first thing your eyes see, cause he got more follows than my boy Eric Dicey. Opinions on Magnus, Hans, and Karyakin, who cheated who, which engine that he hacking. He got blocked by Short, ignored by Dvorak, but he can't be wrong, he scored a like from Truong. He's got lightning attacks on GM blunders and gaffes, true not over the board, it's only the other chap. Still his 7-year plan ensures the last laugh. Distractions detract from any actual actions. Excuses are useless, he rues his inaction. Awaits satisfaction, the status of Magnus. He bought 50 books and opened up 10. Fools ought to read Psalms, not my system. He's got 30 alt accounts on every site around. Chessable courses keep looking cheaper by the pound. He got 22 databases and 36 engines, 25 chess sets, and a massive clock collection. He bought merch from Gotham, Bra and Naka, but his game history looked like some chess copy pasta. A GM coach that he don't listen to, and if you think it is, then yes, my friend, yes, this is you. But that all changed one bright sunny day when a friend said, hey, don't you know, welcome to the dojo, it's good to grow. Welcome to the dojo, I gave up on the easy. Sweatworks what we need, G. Sweatworks what I believe, ratings what I'll receive. Don't you know, welcome to the dojo, it's good to grow. Welcome to the dojo, I stepped away from easy. Sweatworks what we need, G. If sweatworks what I believe, ratings what I'll receive. So Joe got into the business, stopped the absentness, daily practices rhythm, he even upped his fitness. He found sparring cathartic, postmortems charming. With the plus equal minus, he was armed for ELO farming. With notepad and pen, he built up calluses, escape rating paralysis with lengthy game analysis. With sensei direction, he sold his collection. Read one classic and that was fantastic. Now he locked to the spot where they checking off boxes. Young prodigies and some wily old foxes. 3.5 points per box, that's shocking progress. Goal nearing, cohort cheering, Joe doesn't hear it. He's monotasking, no relaxing, concentration maxing. One book, one board, one set, one thought. Work will work, will work, work, never stop. One book, one board, one set, one thought. Work will work, will work, work, never stop. Now occasionally, he peeps the world of the tweet and laughs when he sees the player that he used to be. Blank face staring, complex plans comparing, while he's dojo training hours a day, playing out positions, transpositions, and growing his board vision. Transition from poser to player, focus without a care. He leaves them complaining in his dust, staying with their week-old ratings. Blast past his week-old rating, each week's a new occasion. He never takes vacation, the work is entertaining, the growth he's maintaining. And now Joe is explaining, hey, don't you know, welcome to the dojo, it's good to grow. Welcome to the dojo, I gave up on the easy. Sweatworks what we need, G. If sweatworks what I believe, ratings what I'll receive. Don't you know, welcome to the dojo, it's good to grow. Welcome to the dojo, I gave up on the easy. Sweatworks what we need, G. If sweatworks what I believe, ratings what I'll receive. Welcome to the dojo.
Welcome to the dojo.
Check out Joe, he's a Reddit bro, likes to edit posts, and he starts to gloat when he gets the most of votes or likes. Yeah, he's really hyped, really psyched, cause the crowd is really tight and the work is really light. His training plan is the first thing your eyes see, cause he got more follows than my boy Eric Dicey. Opinions on Magnus, Hans, and Karyakin, who cheated who, which engine that he hacking. He got blocked by Short, ignored by Dvorak, but he can't be wrong, he scored a like from Truong. He's got lightning attacks on GM blunders and gaffes, true not over the board, it's only the other chap. Still his 7-year plan ensures the last laugh. Distractions detract from any actual actions. Excuses are useless, he rues his inaction. Awaits satisfaction, the status of Magnus. He bought 50 books and opened up 10. Fools ought to read Psalms, not my system. He's got 30 alt accounts on every site around. Chessable courses keep looking cheaper by the pound. He got 22 databases and 36 engines, 25 chess sets, and a massive clock collection. He bought merch from Gotham, Bra and Naka, but his game history looked like some chess copy pasta. A GM coach that he don't listen to, and if you think it is, then yes, my friend, yes, this is you. But that all changed one bright sunny day when a friend said, hey, don't you know, welcome to the dojo, it's good to grow. Welcome to the dojo, I gave up on the easy. Sweatworks what we need, G. Sweatworks what I believe, Ratings what I'll receive, don't you know? Welcome to the dojo, it's good to grow. Welcome to the dojo, I stepped away from easy. Sweatworks what we need, G. If sweatworks what I believe, ratings what I'll receive. So Joe got into the business, stopped the absentness, daily practices rhythm, he even upped his fitness. He found sparring cathartic, postmortems charming. With the plus equal minus, he was armed for ELO farming. With notepad and pen, he built up calluses, escape rating paralysis. With lengthy game analysis, with sensei direction, he sold his collection. Read one classic and that was fantastic. Now he locked to the spot where they checking off boxes. Young prodigies and some wily old foxes. 3.5 points per box, that's shocking progress. Goal nearing, cohort cheering, Joe doesn't hear it. He's monotasking, no relaxing, concentration maxing. One book, one board, one set, one thought. Work will work, will work, work, never stop. One book, one board, one set, one thought. Work will work, will work, work, never stop. Now occasionally, he peeps the world of the tweet and laughs when he sees the player that he used to be. Blank face staring, complex plans comparing while he's dojo training. Hours a day playing out positions, transpositions, and growing his board vision. Transition from poser to player, focus without a care. He leaves them complaining in his dust, staying with their week-old ratings. Blast past his week-old rating, each week's a new occasion. He never takes vacation, the work is entertaining, the growth he's maintaining. And now Joe is explaining, hey, don't you know? Welcome to the dojo, it's good to grow. Welcome to the dojo, I gave up on the easy. Sweatworks what we need, G. If sweatworks what I believe, ratings what I'll receive, don't you know? Welcome to the dojo, it's good to grow. Welcome to the dojo, I gave up on the easy. Sweatworks what we need, G. If sweatworks what I believe, ratings what I'll receive. Welcome to the dojo.
Welcome to the dojo.
Check out Joe, he's a Reddit bro, likes to edit posts, and he starts to gloat when he gets the most of votes or likes. Yeah, he's really hyped, really psyched, cause the crowd is really tight and the work is really light. His training plan is the first thing your eyes see, cause he got more follows than my boy Eric Dicey. Opinions on Magnus, Hans, and Karyakin. Who cheated who, which engine
That
did he
ain't
hack in?
mouth.
He got blocked by Short, ignored by Dvorak, but he can't be wrong. He scored a like from Truong. He's got lightning attacks on GM blunders and gaffes. True, not over the board, it's only the other chap. Still his 7-year plan ensures the last laugh. Distractions detract from any actual actions. Excuses are useless, he rues his inaction. Awaits satisfaction, the status of Magnus. He bought 50 books and opened up 10. Fools ought to read Psalms, not my system. He's got 30 alt accounts on every site around. Chessable courses keep looking cheaper by the pound. He got 22 databases and 36 engines, 25 chess sets, and a massive clock collection. He bought merch from Gotham, Bra and Naka, but his game history looked like some chess copy pasta. A GM coach that he don't listen to, and if you think it is, then yes, my friend, yes, this is you. But that all changed one bright sunny day when a friend said, hey, don't you know? Welcome to the dojo, it's good to grow. Welcome to the dojo, I gave up on the easy. Sweatworks what we need, G. Sweatworks what I believe, ratings what I'll receive, don't you know? Welcome to the dojo, it's good to grow. Welcome to the dojo, I stepped away from easy. Sweatworks what we need, G. If sweatworks what I believe, ratings what I'll receive. So Joe got into the business, stopped the absentness, daily practices rhythm, he even upped his fitness. He found sparring cathartic, postmortems charming. With the plus equal minus, he was armed for ELO farming. With notepad and pen, he built up calluses, escape rating paralysis. With lengthy game analysis, with sensei direction, he sold his collection. Read one classic and that was fantastic. Now he locked to the spot where they checking off boxes. Young prodigies and some wily old foxes. 3.5 points per box, that's shocking progress. Goal nearing, cohort cheering, Joe doesn't hear it. He's monotasking, no relaxing, concentration maxing. One book, one board, one set, one thought. Work will work, will work, work, never stop. One book, one board, one set, one thought. Work will work, will work, work, never stop. Now occasionally, he peeps the world of the tweet and laughs when he sees the player that he used to be. Blank face staring, complex plans comparing while he's dojo training. Hours a day playing out positions, transpositions, and growing his board vision. Transition from poser to player, focus without a care. He leaves them complaining in his dust, staying with their week-old ratings. Blast past his week-old rating, each week's a new occasion. He never takes vacation, the work is entertaining, the growth he's maintaining. And now Joe is explaining, hey, don't you know? Welcome to the dojo, it's good to grow. Welcome to the dojo, I give up on the easy. Sweatworks what we need you, if Sweatworks what I be.
All right, my friends, here we are. And if you're just joining us, this wonderful thing, we are going to do 1 hour about of this game that I played. And actually, I have to review a different game yesterday that we were looking at. God, it's really intense. I don't even know if we're going to finish it today. Let me bring in my mic. People have been complaining about my mic, as they do. Okay. So, just make sure I have YouTube open. I got my beautiful coffee. Okay, how do I want to do this? I want to first. People have been complaining about my mic, as they. Okay, what I want to do first is go into here, and there was actually a couple computer and database questions that I had that I realized I didn't deal with yesterday. So here we go. Yeah. So this is Stockfish 17.1. We are going to do our 18 one. MD Knight says, are you gearing up for another U.S. senior? I'm gearing up for a whole senior season, my friend. Whole senior season. All right. Bishop B3. Knight C6. Queen E2. Castles, castles. Now, as you can see, this H6 move, I had looked at this before the match. Not a lot of time, and I saw that like Queen C7 was fine. H6 was fine. All right, here we go. H6, C3. Now, I felt, in hindsight, that Bishop B6 was better. It's saying that Queen C7 is the move. Now, let's just go look. Queen C7, E5, Knight G4, Knight B3, Bishop B6, Knight BD4. Now, I thought I was honestly in a little bit of trouble here. So let's look at what the computer says. It's saying F6, and now a very remarkable move here. Rook AE1. Huh, look at this. It's like no big deal. No big deal. See, I put in Bishop D7, Queen H5. It's saying no problemo. I like this. That's fun. Bishop E5 is honestly a very weird move to even think about. So yeah, you're going to end up taking on E5 and yeah, roughly equal. Okay, so I got that wrong, and I think that then means that my F6 move is wrong. It still says I'm okay. Now, here's the thing that I don't understand yet. We got this new setup where it's this cloud icon, which means we're connecting to analysis that's already been done. And maybe like this guy was the one who did it. I don't know. I thought this was all very frisky. And now H3. Let's look at this thing. Oh, look at that, my friends. Oh, no, I didn't see that move. Look at this. Knight F6. Woo, baby. I totally did think that, dude. I didn't see it, dude. I didn't see it. Amazing. Either during the game or in the post. Amazing. Look at that. All right, so I got to mention that was an SF move. Wow. It's just a one mover. Just a simple one mover. Wow, dude. Knight f6, genius level. He's kind of in trouble. I mean, it says equal, but I would say I wouldn't want that if I was white. I wouldn't want it. Wow, knight f6. That's a real mind bender. Huh. Okay, so I just want to check one more further thing. I thought bishop d7 was the correct move here. It's saying no, h5. Wow, look at that. I'm just wrong about everything. So on f5, it actually thinks knight d4 is totally fine. It likes the move even better. Well, if you see h3, knight f6, he did not, by the way. We did a post-mortem. He did not see h3. I actually convinced him that after the game that h3 was winning. Amazing. Okay. Yeah, this game was intense, man. All right. Now, it's got all kinds of moves for me. It's even got queen g7, which is what I played. It does not like bishop d7, which I thought was the move. Where am I? So, knight d4, bishop d7, rook ae1. What? h3, c5. A4 even, dude. Oh. Huh. Oh, I was just wrong about that, huh? SF says this is a real chump move. I guess I was wrong about that, man. All right, let's continue looking at this. He likes this f4 move. a5. Wait, what does it want after a5? Okay, wait. I want you to go away, actually. So, a5. It likes its a3. Oh, my God. h5. And now he needs to play h3. h3, h4, bishop e1. I thought AB was going to be really strong here. AB4, HB4. Huh. So C5. I thought that was winning. So we'll say SF 100% disagrees. Dang. Okay, so is this H4, which then turns the tides for me, and then I'm better. Okay. Amazing. Good. Stunning. All right, let's do a new one. This one, I don't even think I'll be done today. It's going to be really intense. Oh, and check this out. I'm going to load it from a PGN because we have all the timestamps already in there. And let's go look at the time graph. Pretty good looking time graph, if I don't say so myself. And yeah, okay. What you can see from the graph, hello Maestro, hello Chessbomb, is that he arrived at the board a touch late, and then played theory or quickly, like 18 moves or so. Yeah. Okay, so let's get it going. Man, the computer shows some crazy stuff. I'm just getting my business out, my beautiful, oh shoot. Uh-oh, I got a pin that's exploding here. Goodbye, pin, if you are going to do that to me. Which one is it? I got a pin that's exploding. Which one is it? I don't know. Oh. Well, it's one of these pins, buddy. You better figure it out. Just move them over there for a second. Just move them over there. Okay. All right. So, I'm gonna say I had seen that he played this kind of thing and was happy to go into it, but I didn't have that much time to prepare. A4, and he's played this very quickly. I'm gonna say I like this move a lot. I'll call it even a plan. Black activates Rook A8 and Queen A5, saying that if I want to open the position, I'll have to open his light square bishop. Okay, so this is then my first little think of the game. And I play knight c3. And again, I think for a while here, the most natural plan after the game, he said he knew that knight e5 was good for black. So, I've lost the battle of the opening. Is the best I could find in my post. Or look at the database and all that other stuff at the end. Okay. I'm going to say this is a small advantage. That's a real James Bond problem. It is. Okay, we now get a pretty forcing sequence after knight e5. Knight takes, pawn takes, knight d7, c takes, e4, D-E, bishop E4, H6. All right. Encouraged by his claim that black was better, I looked at this move. It definitely poses some questions to white. I think I'm going to give it an exclam. So first imagine bishop h7, king h8. Yeah, and I'm going to say black is better. It's complicated, but black is better. The other one is knight d5, bishop d6, knight f6, rook d6, king g7. Yeah, maybe black's better. Maybe. I don't know. It's pretty hectic, dude. Are you sure about this, buddy? I mean, my bishop, man. But not easy to have full confidence. Yeah. Yeah, fascinating position. Okay, and one of the reasons is with h6, I feel like I'm able to at least kind of sort of equalize. All right, so now I play rook e1. I'm definitely down on the clock. Right, we're over, see a little beautiful yellow line there? Dotted line, that's where we are. This move seems a better practical try. Okay. And I talked about rook d4. So imagine that's just a sample variation that I gave. And then here, we're going to say seems forced. Now white has a wide range of moves to choose from. Okay, so here we go. Rook e1. He plays a3, ba, knight c5. Bishop g2 makes sense. Rook d8. we'll put a little bit of a funky move mark on this rook d8. No. So, this seems right only if knight d3 is possible. All right, I'm going to give my rook e1 a small inaccuracy. a3, ba, knight c5, bishop g2, queen a3, knight e4, and I'm going to say black is a little bit better. Right? Black is a little bit better. Is there some merit to e6? It's not clear to me why we're doing this, but maybe we could make this work. How if I just take it? I don't get it. Yeah, no good. Okay, wait, we're gonna get rid of e6. Doesn't make any sense. He just takes it, develops his rook. All right. All right, a3. Boom, 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 boom. All right. So my sense is that black underestimated this counterplay. He now has to be careful. Okay. I'm getting blinded by the light here. I'm gonna just pull this down. Blinded by the light. All right, king h8. Now, king f8. There's some interesting things now. Bear with me a second. Excellent. That was what I came up with in my analysis. Queen c5 is maybe better, but I'm going to say white's a little bit better here. This is my eval. So king h8, he spent 13 minutes. Even though this guy, actually, I just want to say this. So this guy's like 25, 50, maybe stronger. And is what's interesting about this game is, I ended up losing the game. I didn't have to lose the game. It was interesting because it gave me a view of what, I don't know what the level is of that kind of player, right? They're not going to play perfect chess, but they are going to find some cool ideas. And their opening prep was good, better than mine anyway. And then they have the time to calculate out like King F8 versus King H8, and they spend some time doing it. Now, I played the very natural, Bishop F5, and he finds a good move here, Queen C5. Okay. Queen B1 is fine. I think I also analyzed, though. Queen takes, bishop takes, rook takes. Oh, bro, just play rook ED1. Should be equal. All right, so if I had sensed some danger, maybe I'd bail like this. So you can see with Queen B1, I played it pretty fast. Also, just in my notes, just to value my notes here, I have A4. But I think A4 maybe is a little bit better with B5. Let's stress the maybe in that, though. Yeah, let's give him a little bit of, give him a little something here. Okay, so Queen B1, Bishop F5, Queen D5. Now, here's an interesting. It's a nice maneuver what he did. The queen's very strong. All right, so I thought for a while and played A4. I have some misgivings about A4. Excuse me while I ponder too long. I could also play the sad Queen C2. He's maybe a little bit better here. I'm going to say he's a little bit better here. It's not much. I don't know. Really isn't much. Like, just imagine like Queen B3 or something. Not much. All right, so he makes a mistake now. So if you think about his mistakes, like it's this one, and then earlier, I think he should have probably played knight e5, though that was a really hard call. This one, he's definitely making a mistake. And much simpler and stronger would be b5, exclam. Simple move. I don't know, maybe he doesn't even need an exclam, but black is just better. Because he's going to push that pawn. He can park his queen here. Okay. All right, so bishop b4. I tank forever, and I think that's a good move. I'll give myself an exclam. And he thinks forever and plays queen e6. If he takes, bishop h6 is my problem, his problem. So he needs to do something like that. And now if I have nothing else, I can force a perp with queen h5, rook somewhere. This kind of thing. All right, so he goes here, and I go here. I'm pretty sure that this is a slightly bad endgame for me. All right, bishop e7. Oh, I really did tank on this next terrible, terrible move. All right. No, it's really bad. And now I blunder. Caused by irrational fears of some kind of f5 trick. All right, so this is the thematic move for white. Saw it, but was nervous over bishop h4. And we will say unclear. Maybe I like white better, I tell you this, but yes. Yeah. And notice he can't play. No, he can't. So he should still consider b5, takes, 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 takes. But here, no, I like my business. I have counterplay. Where's my counterplay? Okay. Whew. All right, so here we go. Rook d8. Question mark. Rook d8, queen b1. We'll say, even if black didn't have a tactic here, this would still be a truly odd move. And we want to also mention queen c2. I'm going to call that equal. I like h4 better. I like h4 better. So let's give h4 the right. Let's just give it a little. That's just what one should do. What one does. All right, so here we go. Now the suffering begins. All right, so I have spent a lot of time analyzing this interesting position. And my move a frisky move which aims to complicate the situation. Okay, now, we got a couple moves to consider. Queen e4, I would say this is the most principled move, but you can only do it if you believe in your end game chances. So I want to give this a exclam too. I didn't really necessarily see it coming. So the point would be a6. Let's just give that a question mark. Minus. All right, queen e4. All right, Cry, go look at your analysis, buddy. Whew. So first, let's examine this thing. We'll say we should live through this. Let's do another one. Okay. Queen e4, queen d1, king g2, king g7. We'll just call it, better for black, but not so incredible. Okay. G7. No, and of course I can play rook b4. Black is only a little bit better there. Okay. I end up What a mess. Okay. So. Also interesting. All right, so let's say also interesting. We prevent rook e8 and are not afraid of the endgame. So let's do this here. Okay. All right. So bishop b6, rook e8. I think that's the best move. Bishop e3, and then now I'm going to call this a mistake. All right. So the problem with this move is instead of a6 like a chump, I need to play queen b5. And if we imagine rook e5, rook c4, bishop e7, I should hold this. All right, so the problem here is you're giving me this takes b5 square. I can put various things here, but I can't. Can I get an X, chess dojo? Can I get an X? I want an X. All right. So this brings us to the question, what should the dude have done? And I think king g7 is stronger. It's the most natural move in any case. All right. Whew. Oh, there's other questions too. So queen f3 now is a very plausible move. And now if bishop d4, there's actually a question mark for you here, buddy. Check. Check. Excuse me. Here. Exclam. And he's coming out. Mr. Spout, he's coming out. And I'm going to call that winning. So boom, 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 boom. If queen f1, rook b2, exclam. Black prevents queen a1 and can calmly build. Okay, good. So queen f3, dude. The other option or thought would be rook c4, intending rook c1. Then we go boom, boom, boom. 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 That looks winning to me. This is winning. Goodbye. Okay, so obviously this bad boy is coming over. So king g7 is definitely like a big advantage. Queen f3 looks like a knockout, dude. Just intending rook d8. Yeah. In fact, I want to give my weird bishop b6 thing just a full question mark. All right, so c5, a6, pawn takes, rook takes, king g7. Queen b5, rook e5. And we'll say, at first glance, it seems like white has achieved something. Whew, it's a bummer. So first of all, if I play queen c6 now, he goes check to the miserable king. Rook e6. Let's say here, here, here. Now, let's give him. There's a number of ways to do it, but we're going to call this winning. He can play c4 next. All right, so here we go. Rook c6. Queen f3, exclam. And then I'm going to say, what else can I do? Question mark. Now he's got bang. All right, black is winning. Whoo, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Check, not check. Oh, actually. Black is, of course, winning still, but it seems much safer and simpler to exchange the queens. So imagine boom, boom, bishop b2, exclam. Black needs to arrange f6, king g6 before White's king can get to f5. Yeah. So, boom, very simple. With ideas, if you hit me, I can go here. I will play here. I will play here. I will play here. All right, so queen b3. All right. Queen c5. Is a little complicated for black. Is it really? Are you sure about it, bud? It is a little complicated. So queen c5, g4. So we're going to see that g4 is controversial. Queen f, but I can't play no queen f5. So wait a sec. This is a mistake. And something like queen f4 is called for. And we're going to call that winning. All right, g4. Now it's a real problem. Because no matter where he goes, he has to eventually go back. And then I get him here, 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 and it's equal, my friend. But I'm about to blow it. Queen f4, king g6, queen e4, and then I blew it here with queen g2. Unbelievable. How much time do I got? I got 3 minutes left. So, we're going to call this a combination of time pressure and fatigue. Queen e3 equal. There is no way for black to hide. Oh man, it's rough, dude. It's really rough. Okay, I'll check. I'll just check if I have some kind of thing later. I think I'm just lost after I run out of the checks. Oh, buddy. Oof. Okay. So, first, actually, we'll save this thing, just in case we don't remember. And we're now going to do, we're going to look at some database things. And, yeah, let's look here. So rook d1 has been played a bunch. Let's go over here. And right, a4 has been played a bunch. h6 is a computer move. All right, so here we go, a4. Now, look at that. Knight c3 is the most common move, but it doesn't score that well. And you can see I'm not alone. Knight e5 is a very natural move to do. Oh, man. All right, so what we're going to ask is, what does the beast think about this position? So you can see the cloud thing is like h3, knight h5. Wow. h4. Well, it still says 90. Oh, knight e5 now. And it does not like the natural knight c3. Interestingly, it kind of likes knight e. Well, okay. Huh. Knight bd2. This is evil because knight c3 is such a natural move. You can notice, though, actually, a bunch of people did play knight e5 here. Did anyone play h4? You got somebody who memorized the computer line, played h4. That's amazing. Okay. So, knight c3. You can see I'm in good company. Theodoro played that recently. Apparently, d takes c4 is a move. I didn't even think about that. Now, look, it's not saying that I'm worse, actually. All right, so here we go. Boom, 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 boom. Now, interestingly, someone in chat mentioned e6 at a slightly later point. They were talking about bishop e4, h6, e6. The engine is talking about e6 now, which I didn't think about. Let's look at this for a second. Yeah, that's fun. Okay. Didn't consider that. I'm going to call that compensation. Well, that's interesting, man. That's dangerous for Mr. Black. That's fun. Okay, so I played bishop e4. I thought that was automatic. And now this knight e5 move, it's not even talking about that. All right, so first of all, let's see what's dramatically wrong with this. Rook d4. I didn't see that. No, didn't see that. That makes a lot of sense. I wasn't even thinking about rook d4 in that position. All right, now, interestingly, it's not... Okay, so h6, and now we got rook d4 and this move e6, which didn't make sense to me. So who said that? Who said that? That was Herbert TV. And let's get into this for a second. Rook d4. All right, what is the knight's intention after knight c5? We're saying, now we're just going to play rook ad1. Well, that's interesting. Look at this. I had all kinds of interesting ideas here. Not only during the game, but I've spent a lot of time looking at this game, dude. Now, I think here, computer also likes my rook d4, rook ad1. Okay, so I'm right. Rook e1 is slightly inaccurate. Someone's already looked at this position. a3. Boom. 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 Okay, am I right? Rook d8? No, it likes rook d8. d8. Knight d4. Ooh, knight d3. Okay, let's look at this. I thought I'd have interesting play in this position. Apparently he did too. Queen a4. a4. Huh, okay. And he's just like Baus. I'm the boss of the file. Okay, I was wrong on we were both wrong on that. All right, knight e4. Queen a3, check. It doesn't believe me on the king f8 e6 thing. King h8. Still says black is a little bit better. I thought that was genius. Wait. No. It says I should take it. Well, it says both are fine. All right, queen b1. Snip, snop, queen d5. Good move. All right. Does not like a4. Let's see if b5 is the reason. Yeah, b5 is the reason. So what does it want? Bishop e3. Oh, that's wild. Okay. So hold on. Bishop e3. Let's just do the Stockfish variation. Bishop e3. Rook a2. Rook a1. Queen e6. Snip, snop, snoop, snark. Rook d1. Wow. Wow, that's good chess. Compensation. Well, that's beautiful chess, dude. That is beautiful chess. Dang, beautiful chess. Okay, so a4, bishop b4. I did rook ed1. I thought that was fine. Queen e6. He's a very solid man. Does it want something else? It's saying queen e6 is fine for me. Huh. That's anti-intuitive to me. Should have played h4. Okay, good. Now I blunder. Doesn't like my a5. Rook d3. Now that's a move. That's a move. Didn't think about that one. That's a hell of a move, dog. Dang. That is a hell of a drug right there, rook d3. Dang. Okay, bishop f6. k4. It does not like his move. I thought it was genius. And now I need to play queen e4. Ooh, I'm a genius. Look at that. I'm a genius in the post-mortem anyway. Okay. Rook e8. Now I'm in trouble. I go back like a sad sack. But apparently queen f3 is not it. Rook a3. I didn't think about that. It's also saying king g7. Okay. All right. All right, so c5. Queen b5. Yeah, queen b5 is the move. I play a6 like a chump. Rook e5, exclam. Rook a3 is not the most satisfying. Queen f3, I'm toast. All right, so we're going to go on, and we'll just double check if what are we saying? If it's all done by g4. No, it has become difficult. Queen c4. No, he's seeing the position that we're getting. All right, so here we go. It's saying 0.37, so maybe he's got some notion for himself. Equals. Equals, baby. Oh, no, what a chance. Such a beautiful thing to do. Oh, that was terrible. All right, you guys, I got to go. I'm going to log some time here. So what do I got? I am logging 2 hours 30 into the training plan here. So, oh, did I save it? Did I save it? I did, right? I did, right? Yeah, I did. Okay, so training plan. And we go annotated classical game. Update progress. I got 1 and 2 and a half. I did some earlier work on a different game, but I'm just logging it for the day. Whoo, fun stuff. Senior, how about Unk GM, Shiro? Do you like Unk GM? Do you like? That's my new one, Unk GM. That's what my kids are saying. All right, everybody, I am out of here. I kind of like Chump GM, badge of honor. Okay, I'm out. I will be back actually in like an hour and 15 minutes